Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of That Gym Girl podcast. Guys, oh my goodness, I don't know how I do it, but I find the best guests in the whole wide world, and today is no different. Like, we are so lucky. We have Ava from Fit For Ava here. Ava, how are you going?
I'm good. How are you? I am
Good.
doing amazing.
Yeah, I feel like I should take a shot for how many times I'm going to say the word Ava because it's in your business name.
No worries. That's why it's like Fit Forever, but like it's Eva. It doesn't really matter. It's
Yeah.
like the same thing at the same time. So no worries. I don't
So
mind.
you're all the things basically. You know, you've got your CPT, which if you're Aussie, that's your personal training course. Your EHP Labs athlete, shout out. We love EHP over here. Yeah, it's the bomb. Oxy Shred. Mm-mm-mm. If I want to like
Yes.
be cracked out at the gym, I'll take some Oxy Shred. I swear to God.
No, for real. Like it gets the job done. Like for real. It
Literally,
really
that's the word. It gets the job done. I don't even know if I'm there
does.
mentally, but physically, I'm doing everything.
Literally. Like even if you don't want to be in the gym, you take OxyShred and trust me, you'll get the workout done.
Yeah.
Even if you're having like the shittiest of shitty days, you'll get the job done. And then you'll feel amazing afterwards, right?
What was your code, by the way, so I can do a quick plug?
Pardon?
You have a
Oh
code?
my oh, Fit Forever. Fit Forever. So fit for FOR and then EVA.
Amazing. There you go, guys. Cheeky plug there. Anyway, I love a good shameless plug. You also have your obviously your own company, which you already said, Fit Forever,
Yes.
which is your five-piece fitness collection. Also, it's pink. Oh my God. Like,
We got pink, we got black, different colors, you know.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Like, pink is my color, so watch out because I think I might get my hands on it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'll definitely send you one. Oh my gosh,
No,
for
no, no.
sure.
I'm supporting this queen. I'm gonna buy one. Don't even stress. And
Oh, thank you.
you've competed in a fitness bikini competition.
Yes, I have. Oh my gosh. That was how many years ago? Maybe like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I had to do
I
some
could,
digging, babe. I had to do some digging.
yeah, it's been a long, long time. But yes, I did compete one time before. I did a bikini competition. It was basically just like, so of course, I'm a personal trainer and I kind of like was just like working out, didn't really have no goal in mind. Like I was just working out to work out, because that's what I do. It's my profession. I love to work out or whatever. And then I was just like, kind of like, I need to switch some things up. I need to challenge myself. I didn't know what, but I was like, okay, maybe let me try. One of my coworkers he did a couple competitions already, and he kind of like was like, yo, you should definitely do it or whatever. I was like, okay, I actually knew not like I didn't even know what I was getting into at all, like at all. So basically, I decided, okay, I'm gonna do it. I think it was what was it like a 16-week like process.
Hmm.
So I started working towards it in I want to say like August, and then I actually had my competition in November, and it was like so crazy. It was like honestly one of the most like it was the best experience I actually ever experienced. Just because like your focus, your drive is so different, and the fact that like you're actually even seeing yourself like progress in like ways that like you never ever thought your body would look this certain way or whatever, like transform to like this way or whatever. It was crazy. So I always say it was like one of the best experiences in my whole life, and I feel like it actually like like kick started me like more being more into fitness and like taking myself serious and all of that good stuff, because it was just like, okay, like this is it. Like if you can do this, what can't you do? You could do like this is amazing. So yeah.
And on that note, in the terms of what you're saying and what can't you do, if y'all haven't seen her at the gym, your training is fucking insane in the best way possible. Like I watch you and I'm like, because I've just started doing cleans like maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And then this bitch
Yeah.
over here is doing a clean and then like some hopping thing. And I'm like, holy shit, like that's the level I want to be at, like your functional fitness. And so did you
Oh,
find it tricky moving from like that type of training style? Because when I feel like you're training for that stage present, it's very different to the training you're doing now.
yeah. So okay, in my background, I used to run track and I used to play basketball. So when I was running track, we did a lot of like everything, okay? Like when it comes to lifting weights, we did a lot of weights. We would do like power cleans, we would do like just everything gym related. And then on top of it, of course, like running and like strength training and like all of that good stuff. So I kind of had my background in like athletics. So in a sense, like I've always kind of like had this like, okay, like I want to do different things, I want to do new things, whatever. But it was a little bit different transitioning into bodybuilding, just because it's not really, it's literally like you do your squats, you do your lunges, you do like, it's like to the T, like there's
Yeah.
no sugar coating it. It's like literally it is what it is. So it was kind of different in that sense, I was like, oh, this is kind of different, like workouts are a little bit boring.
Yeah. But I knew you were going to say
But
that. It's true.
yeah, they're like boring. It's not like, it's just like cutthroats. Like this is what you have to do to get to your goal. But yeah, but for the most part, yeah, like I did what it was different, and I liked it because it was a little bit different. It's not what I usually do. So it in the moment I was okay with it. I was like, okay, I'm cool with like slowing things down and just kind of like going through the motions with this. And yeah, like, and like bodybuilding, like doing that competition, like it's not only physically but your mental, like it's different. Like you're so focused and like locked in, and like it's like, so it's crazy. Like I'm telling you, that season of my life, like I might have like cut off a couple of friends, like people like dead weight, like you know what I mean, people that like you're supposed to cut these people, they weren't supposed to come on along with you through the next seasons of your life.
Yeah.
But in that season I was just like, okay, like listen, it's either you're with it or you're not. And then things that like I never thought I would ever like do, I ended up doing, like you know what I mean, like even being on stage, like that's something, oh my god, like I have kind of like stage fright. It's crazy, it's weird. So like me even doing that was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even imagine that I would be able to be standing on stage and like posing and like doing all of those things in front of people, let alone, like it was different when everybody was out there, but like even by myself doing it solo,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I could do that because I was just so scared or whatever. So for me, even doing that, that was like, okay, like girl, you literally can do anything you want to do. You just got to put your mind to it. You got to work hard, show up when you need to show up, and you're going to get it done. And the results are going to be amazing in the end. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. And that like tenacity or that hardworking mindset that you have kind of developed, was that something you had as a child or as, a young person? Were you this extroverted human being? Because I know you've just said you had stage fright, or you do have stage fright.
Yeah.
That surprises me, to be completely blunt with you. You have this persona that is so extroverted, so like captivating, and then you say
Yeah.
this. So tell me, like as a kid or even as a young adult, did you experience the same thing?
So as a kid, I kind of had stage fright, but it was weird. It's like if I'm around people that I'm cool with, like, or like I see your energy and I see your vibe and it kind of matches mine, like I'm okay. Like I could be myself. I could be like crazy and just doing me and being extroverted and all that good stuff. But like if I don't know anybody in the crowd, I don't know people. Yeah, no, it's not a good thing. It's not a, I'll tell you this one story. When I was in elementary school, I actually ran for like, when they do like class president and class treasurer or whatever. So I decided that I'm gonna run for class treasurer.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me. I'm that girl. Like I'm the fun girl. Like I have fun. I'm like, everybody knows who I am. I'm a little bit popular, cool girl, cool. So I'm like, yeah, I got this. This is no problem, So I ended up doing it, and then we had to actually go on stage and like say a speech and like kind of like do the whole nine of
Sell
it.
yourself to the class. Yeah.
Tell yourself, but I'm like, why do I gotta do this? Everybody knows who I am, like. So I got on stage, and like they do it from like different class, like so grade sevens, eights. So grade 6, 7, 8 all together, and then they'll do like grade like 4, 5, and 6 all together. You have to do it twice, basically say your speech twice to those different class groups or whatever. So I go on stage, I'm saying my speech, and like literally maybe like 2 minutes in, I just froze. And I looked in the crowd, and I just looked down. I didn't even know what to say. All I just did was I just started crying, and I like ran off stage. It was that bad. So that was a
No.
traumatic experience for me to be like, I have stage fright. I don't do this in front of people. But I got over that. Doing that show helped me get over that fear. And then since then, I've been fine. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't really have stage fright anymore.
I'm gonna put you on a stage one day, and we're gonna test that theory.
Yeah, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I could do it. I think I'm good. Like,
Ah,
yeah.
you're so good. You're so good. I just winding. And so, in terms of your tenacity, because I feel like in the career that you're in, that takes a lot of hard work. Like the career that you've built, it's not something that people back in the day had. Like it's something that we've kind of just, or not even we, you've manufactured and really almost just made up as you go along. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh
Mm,
yeah, for sure. Like even me starting training, I've been a trainer for about, I want to say it's gonna be like 8 years in August. When I first started, first of all, there wasn't a lot of females
yeah.
being as personal trainers. And it was hard. Like, you know what I mean? You like trying to like sell yourself to people and like, like get even others, like even your family members to understand that, hey, this is the career path that I'm going on. This is what I'm doing. And them not seeing it as like you're just playing,
Legitimate.
right? Like,
Yeah.
you're just in the gym.
Mm,
Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, you work at a gym. That doesn't make sense, right? So, yeah, in the beginning it was hard, but like I stuck through it. I kept pushing myself. I literally made my brand to who I am, which is like the strength, just like showing like strength and like positivity and that like literally you can go from 0 to 100. You're nothing is impossible. You can do it. So just building up my brand and showing others that like I believe myself. So listen, I think you guys are gonna join the train or
or it's
you're
driving
gonna get left
past.
behind. Yeah, you're gonna get left behind. So yeah, in the beginning it was hard, but in the end, um as even years go like have gone by, like just seeing not only me but other personal trainers, like how far we've come. Like I now I work at a all women's gym, and like I've known this gym opened maybe a year and a half ago, and I've known some of these girls just off of like Instagram. So we all seen like where we started together, and it's just like to see where we are now, like in our city, like everybody knows who we are. Like we're
Yeah.
known in our city for what we do, and it's not just like, oh, like they do fit. No, we work hard. Like for everything that we have, we worked for it. Like it didn't just come to it. Like we worked for it. So yeah.
That's wild. No, that's so cool. And also, Canada's a sick country. Like, Canada's a cool country. I've only been
Yeah,
to Montreal, but when I come back, I swear to God, I'm gonna go to Toronto.
you have to come
I'm
to
gonna come to your
Toronto,
gym.
first
Yeah,
of all.
for
Yes,
sure.
gotta come to Toronto. Oh my gosh, for sure, for sure, for sure. I was actually born in Montreal. That's the crazy part about
Really?
it. I was born in Montreal, and then we came down to Toronto. So I've been living in. I was raised in Toronto, but I was born in Montreal.
Are you, what are they, a Raptors fan? Is that what they are there?
Yeah, we're Raptors, the Raptors,
Yeah,
Toronto
Raptors,
Raptors.
guys. No one plays basketball here.
Really? There's no basketball. Oh,
There
they
is.
don't have basketball out there. Is it more like football, soccer?
No, oh, a little bit more like rugby.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that is probably.
Or cricket, which is just disgusting. So let's not talk about that. So I was actually doing a lot of stalking about maybe February, I want to say, of you. So if you've got
Mhm.
some engagement, you're welcome. Anyway, but you posted, you said this quote, and I love this quote. She remembered who she was, and the whole game changed. And I love that quote. Like, I love a new era. I love a new era for Ava. And I wanted to know, was there a time where, you've gone through maybe you don't have to go into details, but the game needed to change and you needed to shift. And if you want to talk about that, how did you change the game?
Yeah, so I feel like maybe even like end of last year, early this year, like I feel like in whatever you do in life, you have your ups and downs or
Yeah.
whatever. Or like, yeah, you have your ups and downs, of course. So I feel like, yeah, even like the end of last year, or maybe like October, oh yeah, end of last year leading up into this year, like sometimes like you forget who you are. Like, you know what I mean? And like there's just a lot going on. Like you're stressed, you're overthinking everything, or you're always thinking like, what's the next move? Like what's next? What's next? Or you're always trying to battle with, oh, like your old self, the things that you used to do in the past. Like, you know what I mean? But we all evolve. Like that's the truth of it. We all evolve. Like what I was doing 2 years ago is not what I'm going to still be doing now, right?
Yeah.
Things are going to change always. So that's kind of like where that comes from, in a sense. Like, you have to remember who you are, right? And know that you are going to evolve, but you're still going to remain who you are in your, like, in your core, right? So that's kind of like, yeah, like it happens all the time, but you just literally have to remember like your values, your core values of like what you believe in, what you stand for, and still go for everything that you want, all your dreams, all your goals, all your aspirations, still go for all of that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you have your down times or whatever, where you're just not feeling it, you just remember who you are and just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. You might not be that same person that you were 6 months ago, a year ago, whatever,
Yeah.
but just know you're still here and you're still moving forward, and it is what it is. So yeah.
Absolutely. And sometimes, as you said, we go through seasons. And I think it's really interesting that somebody said to me, people are here for a reason or they're here for a season. That's
Yes.
the shit. Like some people are gonna come and some people are gonna you're just gonna have to leave them. And has that ever been a struggle for you, or has that ever been, a challenge where you had to go, you know what, I'm just gonna have to do me and be almost like selfish in a way? I feel like the word selfish is so negatively connotated, but it's not.
That's the season I'm in right now.
Mhm.
I'm like typically a giver. And I feel like, remember I said like in the end of last year, that's kind of what I was like battling of,
Yeah.
kind of just being a giver and just being selfish. That's what the problem is. Cause it's like, oh, you don't want to lose, like everybody knows you to be that nice person to like go above and beyond for everybody but yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of in that rough, that spot. Like, do I continue to give all my energy to other people? And no offense, some people, like a lot of humans are takers. They're gonna take as
Yeah,
much.
they're drainers.
Oh, no problem.
Mhm.
Let me take as much as they can, and never give you anything back in return. Or what they do give you back in return, it's like not even equal to what you give them. And it's not a like a tit for tat situation, but it's more of like that's truly who I am. I'm a giver. I'm always gonna give. But I've learned that, to be honest, if you want to go to the next level, if you want to reach your all your goals and all of your dreams that you want to do, you have to kind of be selfish.
Yeah.
And it's not like every situation you have to be selfish about, but like be selfish with your time. Like, oh no, I can't always go out with you. I'm just like, I have a whole bunch of friends. Everybody has a birthday every other month, every other week. Sometimes I gotta say no, because you know
Yeah.
what? I gotta catch up on my sleep. I got to do the thing, like create content. I gotta brainstorm.
Yeah.
I like, that's, it is what it is. Because I would be the person to like, no matter what, I would show up. No matter what, I would show up. I would be the one planning it. I'd be the one going above and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's like you can't. You got to be selfish sometimes so that you can reach your own goals. And
Mhm.
it's not like it's something I wrestled with a lot, because I felt like I was losing who I was,
Yeah.
but I wasn't. It's like you're still you. You're still that kind person, but you still have to kind of put yourself first in a sense sometimes, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
And I think that it's interesting when we're talking about people coming with you and people not coming with you. And I want to chat about the women in your life and how you've dealt with, I don't know if you have, but we can chat about it. If you've dealt with the comparison piece or the competitiveness piece, that often in the female industry it can be like competitive or whatever it is. Have you ever dealt with that? Or has it always been, you've been surrounded by really good supportive women and you've been able to support women unconditionally?
Yeah, so at this moment, like the team that I'm with, literally all of us support each other
Yeah.
like on 100%, 100%. We got each other's back. Like everybody's just pretty much supportive. There's not really that comparison component of it and stuff like that. So that's one thing I'm really, really happy about. I work for a gym called Club Energy. It's an all women's gym. So it's like that's one thing we
Yeah.
really push, being together, building community, building that sisterhood. So that's like, in that department, I'm good. But in the past, I've sure have definitely dealt with comparison, like people comparing, or just like being jealous, or just like, oh, like you have this, I have that. Like we're all different. Like
Yeah.
my story is not going to be the same as your story. Okay, how you're going to get there is not going to be the same way how I get there. So one thing I really do is mind my business. So I just mind my business whenever it comes to situations like that. I hear the person, I see what's happening, but like I don't really take that stuff to heart because at the end of the day, I have my own goals. I have my like I want you to win just as much as I win. So if you feel that way, that's cool for you, but I still want you to win, girl. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I love that. And I love the word sisterhood. That's really not used much over here. Like we don't really use that terminology, but I think that it's such a cool word. Like I want to bring it more into like my life. I think that word is really, really cool.
Like sisterhood is so important. People don't get it. It's like you have to have that sisterhood for the times when you're not even feeling your best. You're not, you need that extra support or whatever. Like you have to have that sisterhood. Even if it's just not like a whole bunch of women, just like, you know, like one or two people you know you can always like lean on and like get that support from, or you even cheer them on so that they know like, hey, I can always count on her to be there for me no matter what. Like she's good, she's in my corner, right? A lot of women don't have, surprising, a lot of women do not have that.
It's
And it's
crazy.
kind of sad because why should we, literally we need to all be like this, okay? Like this,
I have
come
to say,
together.
it's changed my entire gym girl fitness journey, having people, especially women, in my corner being like, oh shit, you did that. Like, let's celebrate you. Like, pause for a second, let's celebrate you. Now, I love that you said mind my own business because that's a good segue. I want to talk about your business, girl. I want to know all your business, so don't be minding it. I want to know it all. Now, how the fuck did you build this incredible business? Like, I want to know the challenges and, what you've learned and yeah, really dive into it.
So I built my business, well, I brought out my products
Yeah.
actually in the pandemic, girl. In when was it? Girl, in December 2020.
Were you walking to China and getting it, or were you importing it? Like,
I imported it. I imported it, but it wasn't the, like, to be honest, it wasn't the smartest move because it's like gyms weren't open. But I was bored. I had a lot of time on my hands,
oh,
girl, and
love
I'm
it.
like, listen, I need to get this. I need to do something with the time that I have. So I got it done. I thought of this product just because like I wanted everybody to kind of have their own like personal like gym kit, like everything you need in for the gym. This is, you need it, okay? If you need to do hip thrust, if you need to do some cable kickbacks, all of that good stuff. Even if you need to do some glute activation exercises, this is for all my gym
You're
girlies,
giving them
okay?
glutes.
That
You're
want
basically like giving them glutes.
there you go. So it was very important for me to kind of have that product for all of my gym girlies so that they can like achieve their goal and like, you know, like it's just a little bit easier, especially if you go to like a public gym. I don't know about you, but like if you go to a public gym, they don't have like squat pads laying around.
No.
They don't have ankle straps laying around. Like they literally have nothing. You have to bring this stuff on your own. So I thought of it and I'm like, oh my God, this is definitely very necessary for all the gym girls. It comes with a little baggie. So it's like, let me go to the gym with all my gym equipment. So yeah, I just was basically just trying to provide something for my gym girls. So they have, you know, something, they don't have to like worry or like second guess, oh my God, I need this, I need that. You have everything all in one. So yeah.
And then in terms of, didn't you sell out? Did I make that up? You sold out, right? Like, I swear you had like no.
I do still have a couple left.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I might be bringing them back. I'm not sure yet,
Huh.
but we'll see.
Damn, they're popular. Let's just say that. They're very, very popular. And in terms of other female business owners, what would you say to them when they're looking to start their own venture?
So if you want to start your own venture, just be prepared for all the like the hard work that you have to kind of put
Shit's
into it.
going down, is basically
A
what
lot of
you're saying.
ups and downs. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's gonna be a lot of ups and downs in terms of like if you're selling a product, you have to like reaching out to your vendors, getting the product to you, getting it shipped out. It's a lot of work, especially if you're a small business. But at the same time, there's no better feeling than having something that is your own, that you can say that this is something I created. So even if it seems hard, keep pushing, keep going towards it, keep just do it no matter what, just because in the end the reward is so much better. So it may be hard, but the reward is better. That's it. That's all I have to say for that. And yeah, I'm telling you, there's gonna be ups and downs going back and forth with your vendors. And literally, if you're a small business, you are the ship. You are running everything.
Yeah.
You're like taking orders, you're mailing orders, you're doing all of this stuff. But don't let it discourage you. In the end, the reward is so much better to say that I own this business. This is something that I created on my own. There's no better feeling.
Yeah. And we're kind of coming to the pointy end of this episode, and I want to really finish off with chatting about your community and the community you've built online and in person. And I'd love for you to describe what you've kind of been able to receive from your community, or the energy or the type of people, and really chat about your why.
So the community that like I said, I'm at an all-women's gym right now, which is amazing. But over the years, I've built this community of just like servicing strong women that like literally they come to me because they know I'm gonna give them that work. Okay, like we're gonna work so hard in terms of like if you're wanting to like gain more strength, being more functional, all of that good stuff. So like they come to me knowing that they're going to be able to receive that type of service from me, and it's amazing. And one thing about me, I feel like with my clients, me and my clients, we kind of match each other's energy. Like I'm very bubbly, energetic, like, and most of the clients that I do have and that do come to me literally all have the same energy. Like they literally energetic, hardworking. Oh my gosh. Listen, that's one thing I need to do. Post more of my clients on my Instagram so you guys can see these women.
Yeah.
Like some of them lift heavier than me. Some of them form impeccable, like just amazing. Like, and over the years, they've just gotten better and better and better. I've had clients that have been with me from the beginning, and they're like, from the beginning to now, they're like, I always tell them, you're a real gymmer now, girl. Because in the beginning, they start off like, you know, like on the cardio machine, like all the gym girlies do. You know, in the beginning, you're like, oh, you don't know what to do. So you're just going to start off on the cardio machine. But now I look back at them and I look at them now, I'm like, you guys, you're a real gymmer now. You do that now. So yeah, overall, my community is amazing. And then again, like I said, I work at an all-women's gym. Everyone there, oh my God, the sisterhood, the community, like just, coming in there, like we run so many classes. So like we bump into people all the time from all different places of the city. So it's just amazing to have this kind of like little hub in the middle of the city where people can come and feel comfortable and feel safe. That's the number one thing. Feel safe in the gym, and that they know that they can look out to like one of the trainers or whatever, and see that like, yo, we can motivate them or inspire them to be better and to continue reaching their goals. So yeah.
And as the last,
and that's
I love your community.
Sorry.
No. I was just going to say your community is just, it's radiant. That's really the only word I can put to it, is it's just so radiant and strong. And, you know, looking at women who maybe they want to get into weightlifting, or they want to look at, you know, your functional fitness and the type of performance lifts that you do. So what would you say to women who are just wanting to get into lifting, wanting to get into your functional fitness training, wanting to get into performance training? Where do they even start? What would you say?
So one thing I will say is always, okay, don't overwhelm yourself.
Yeah.
Literally start with the basics, because that's the most important thing, right? Whether it be like you finding like an online coach that's going to help you build a workout program, or you even building your own workout program by yourself, or even getting a personal trainer, start with the basics. That's the number one thing, because one thing you don't want to do is go in there thinking you do what these people are doing on Instagram, or even what I'm doing on Instagram, and then hurt yourself, right? You don't want to set yourself back, right? So just working on the basic stuff, which is like your squat, your lunge, your deadlift, all of that stuff, and slowly progressing yourself to hitting new PRs every week or every month, whatever the case may be. But literally doing the basics and working on each week, each month, slowly, progressively getting better at each lift. Again, like I said, the most important thing is building a program, because that's basically what you're going to use to kind of like see in terms of like how strong you've gotten every week or whatever the case may be. You don't want to just go in the gym and just do different exercises every day or whatever, not really have a plan, right?
Yeah.
That's the most important. Build a plan, go in there, stick to your plan. That's number one, stick to your plan. And then from there, each week, each month, try your best to kind of like add more weight to whatever it is, your deadlift, your squat, all that good stuff. Make sure that you're stretching, make sure you're eating right. That is the number one thing. Also, make sure that you're also getting enough sleep. If you're tired, trust me, you're not going to be performing at the level of what you want to. And again, just working your way up to it, and you will get there. You will get there. If it takes you 6 months, if it takes you a year, you're going to get to, if you stay consistent at it, you're going to get to where you're lifting probably insane amount. You probably never like would have imagined you being able to do that, right? So one of the number one things is people just, they kind of discourage themselves when they don't see like, when they don't see results, or when they kind of have like a plateau. They feel like, oh, this is not working, and they stop. If you stop, trust me, get over the hump and you'll see the finish line. That's it. You'll be fine. So that's what I would say for anybody that wants to kind of get into like strength training, performance training, functional training. Make a plan, stick to the plan, and no matter what, get over that hump and get to that finish line, because you're going to get there for sure.
Yeah, I love that. I used a plane analogy actually yesterday, which I think you'd love to hear. It's, if you go on a plane, there's going to be turbulence. You can't get around it. So if you want to get to your fucking destination, if you want to go to Disneyland, you got to go through the turbulence.
Yes, you have to. You have to.
Absolutely.
So,
girl, I've loved this episode. You are so incredible. People listening, please go check her out. All of the links will be in the description. Like, do yourself a favor and go watch all of her videos. They're just incredible. You're going to be so inspired. Thank you so much, honestly, Eva. This episode has been so fun.
oh, thank you so much. I've enjoyed it so much. Oh my gosh, you're amazing.
Thanks.
Amazing. And literally it's so easy talking to you. So it's like, I feel like you're my home girl. Like I'm just talking to my home girl.
I got you guys. Watch out, because I'm going to be in Canada. Probably not very soon,
Yes, please.
because it costs a lot of money to leave this country, but one day. All right, until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to That Gym Girl podcast. If you guys loved the episode, please make sure to share it on your socials and tag at Angel Wallace-Miles or at That Gym Girl podcast. Have a beautiful day, and if you haven't, do something for yourself. You deserve it.